Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halsid. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A CHCC doctor takes a stand and testifies about his autopsy findings in a murder trial. Also tonight, numbers from China are up, but numbers from Korea are down, way down. And a man steals the headlines and a car from the Marianas variety. In sports, Rota students are working on their paddling strokes in interscholastic sports. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday Zantero. On behalf of the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, you're invited to join us for Your Humanities Half Hour, Thursdays at 7 p.m. here on KSPN2. We take a look at the humanities issues of interest to you and our community. Join us as we navigate the human experience together on Your Humanities Half Hour, Thursdays, and replayed on Saturdays at 7 p.m. and on YouTube at 670 Humanities.
Hey Lise, what's in the bag?
A barbecue bacon QPC from McDonald's.
Oh, you mean the Angel Reese special. I'll play you for it. I've been waiting for you, OG. And if I win, McDonald's on me.
You know my game, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
Let them know.
Oye, vámonos, let's get it. I got something for you, Aaliyah. All right, let me see it.
Now she blocked it.
Yo, Stewie, winner takes the bag. Golly, right here with you. Nothing but net. Get the Angel Reese special at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. You're watching the Channel 2 News on March 3rd from our studio on Capitol Hill. A CHCC doctor takes a stand this morning to testify about the injuries that he says led to the death of a man in Cagman. The jury trial for a man accused of second-degree murder was back on today in Superior Court. This morning, Dr. Philip Dotterman was called as a witness. Dotterman performed the autopsy on the victim, Clark Casian, in early 2024. His autopsy findings include finding a collapsed lung, broken ribs, and an enlarged heart. The doctor says he also found 2 skull fractures, and in his findings, he attributes brain injuries to the death of the victim. The incident happened early in the morning of January 6, 2024. Patrons and a security guard at Cool Laundry in Cagman were trying to get an apparently intoxicated Lark Casian to leave the premises when the guard asked Calvin Tagawell, a building resident, for his help. Video surveillance footage shows a swipe in the direction of Tagawell from the victim, which was then followed by a punch from Tagawell. The punch knocked Casian to the ground with his head hitting the concrete. The incident was not reported until hours later when Casian is found unconscious by the stairwell beside the laundry. He died in the hospital 6 days later. The defense says that the victim was said to be involved in 2 prior violent confrontations in the day leading up to the incident in question, and says that the injuries sustained from the single punch may not have been the sole cause of his death. The doctor today said if the victim had gotten a skull fracture from the earlier incident, he would not have been at the laundromat in the first place. A local man is making headlines as he decides it's a good idea to steal a car from a company that buys ink by the barrel, and his tie-dyed shirt makes the story even more colorful.
Mark Twain famously said, "You never pick a fight with someone who buys ink by the barrel." This 32-year-old man did not get the memo. He decided it was a good idea to steal keys and a car from the Marianas variety. The white Mitsubishi Mirage says Marianas variety right on the side of the car. He was joyriding over the weekend. We spotted the car on Saturday and wondered who the new reporter was. Was he covering the crime beat, bail hearings, cops in courts? Turns out he may have been looking for headlines on his first day in the car. Suspect's identity was quickly uncovered thanks to surveillance footage, and the car was found just hours later, parked near Lynn's barbecue stand in Garapan, where officers discovered 32-year-old Olengishang Iked Mengidab behind the wheel. Mengidab might have been hanging loose in this tie-dye shirt, but it's safe to say he wasn't blending in. We are looking forward to seeing the headlines in the Marianas variety tomorrow. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
The sister of a defendant says her brother and his fiancée need rehab, not a prison cell. Ardan Shore reports.
To help Jelani and my brother Anthony de Villanueva because of the fact that they need rehabilitation.
Yes.
They are on meth.
Yes.
They are on, I think, a little bit of crack.
Yes.
And I think they are on likewise a little bit of fentanyl.
In December of 2024, Ms. Jolani Tenorio was arrested following a suspected purse snatching and physical altercation in Garapan. She's still in DOC custody awaiting judicial resolution. Ms. Tenorio, the accused, is engaged to Anthony Villanueva. Ms. Villanueva says she used to be a police officer and that her respect for the law doesn't stop her from loving her brother and Jolani.
I will do my best. No, I do not work with any government agency.
Yeah.
I used to be a cop though, for a couple, over 5 years, yes. And I will do everything in my might to help my brother, Jelani, and all the other individuals that do need help with this pandemic that we're having on Saipan.
She does hope that rehabilitation, which can be offered in drug court, could be an option to avert punitive incarceration.
Hopefully, because I know for a fact that they do not need to be locked up.
In court proceedings, Jolani Tenorio's attorney requests a change of plea, which is scheduled to be entered on April 17.
This has to be addressed here in Saipan.
NVA reports a 26% decrease in visitor arrivals for January 2025. January arrival numbers are in from the Marianas Visitors Authority. Numbers from Korea were down 29% from January of 2024. 11,929 Koreans came to the CNMI in January. The Marianas received 98 flights from Korea this past January compared to 101 flights the year before. Seasonal flights from Busan were dropped in early January with only 10 of 20 anticipated flights received. Additionally, the Jeju air crash in Muan on December 28 negatively affected Korea's outbound travel, resulting in over 2,500 immediate booking cancellations to Saipan alone. Although the Marianas was able to retain Jeju Air's nighttime flight, it will be temporarily suspended from March 30 through July 11 as the airline grapples with the consequences of the disaster. Arrivals from Japan decreased by 61% from a year ago. 1,757 Japanese came to Saipan in January 2025, compared to 4,494 from January 2024. The difference was largely due to 4 times more visitor arrivals via cruise ships last year, January, compared to this year. Chinese arrivals jumped. 1,962 Chinese came to the NMI in January compared to just 827 in 2024. a 137% increase facilitated by Hong Kong Airlines' twice-weekly flight that started in April 2024. Prior to the pandemic, China was the second largest source market of visitors to the Marianas, with multiple direct flights weekly from 5 cities. A little over 2,000 people arrived from Guam, the U.S., and all others. Coming up, we will take a look at some of the prices for staples on Rota. And did you know the state of Alaska paved the way for a little pork project on Saipan? We will have more news after the break.
At Mariana's Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Welcome back! You're watching the Monday night edition of the Channel 2 News. While eggs have doubled in price in recent weeks on Saipan, Rota residents say they face high prices on lots of basic commodities every day of the week, with retail prices for many things almost twice what they are on Saipan. A quick plane ride from Saipan or Guam and you'll reach the friendly, beautiful, delicious, and romantic island of Rota or Luta. But local residents say local prices aren't so delicious. Although it feels like a relatively short distance away from Guam or Saipan, some prices in stores may have you seeing double. A local resident talks about the high cost of goods on Rota.
Store everywhere.
You said the rice is 100?
Close to that one.
For the big one?
The cheapest is Ace, which is Joten. But that is about 69.
For the big one, what is that, 50 pounds?
80 some. Here, I don't know, you just have to inquire. Their stores are really killing us here.
In San Roque on Saipan, a 50-pound sack of cow roast rice costs about $38. The same brand and size of rice on Rota, nearly $70.
$69.95.
$69.95 for the 50 pound? Okay.
Same as almost as Joten.
In Rota, a can of Spam costs $5.75 compared to $3.99 in Saipan. Black Label costs $4.95 in Rota compared to $2.89 in Saipan. Sunflower brand can of tuna costs $2.70 in Rota and $2.19 in Saipan. And a can of Vienna sausage costs $1.35 in Rota and $1 in Saipan. Rota residents can and do shop in Guam and Saipan, but with airfares around $330 per person to and from Saipan and to and from Guam, and with baggage limits on Star Marianas of just 20 pounds, a 50-pound sack of rice bought in Saipan for $37.99 will cost another $30 to $50 just in cargo charges by the time it reaches Rota. Coda currently studying ferry service to and from Rota, but a water-based transportation system could be years away for the approximately 2,000 residents of Rota. A new road that was paid for by the state of Alaska has a brand new name, and this is one you are going to want to remember. And a fun fact, it is now one of 2 boulevards in Saipan.
3, 2, 1. Oh.
A new road sign was unveiled as the mayor's office held a ceremony to change the name from Chalan Windward to Governor Juan N. Babauta Boulevard.
Former Governor Babauta, who was also our representative in Washington at the time, was instrumental in securing the funds needed for this project to jumpstart. Without him and many of our key government agencies and private partners, we would not have this very beautiful but very important route here on island.
Funding for the road was procured through Chairman of House Resources Committee Don Young when then-Governor Juan Babauta inquired about the project. Babauta says originally the funding couldn't be found on record. Through some research with the Mayor and Department of Interior, this is what he discovered.
In his bed projects from Alaska, he had Saskatchewan, Anchorage, Juneau, Fairbanks, and then a line item that says Saipan, Northern Mariana Islands, Talufofo Road. So he buried it in his funding for his state. And that's how we got the money.
A relationship offshore has led to the creation of a road that now connects Talufofo and Marpi.
You know, it's so interesting the way they appropriate this funding. Okay, because this funding has never been appropriated directly to Saipan, you know, but was appropriated through Alaska by late Congressman Don Young. So Don Young and Babauta, you know, they built friendship, you know, all those things, and it's from a friendship that developed this, you know, through Babauta's initiative, you know, to seek assistance from Don Young, you know, funding to develop this road. So this is one of the justifications that I make a decision to name this area.
The road was going to honor the late Don Young, but shifted to honor Juan Babauta instead.
I actually introduced a Senate resolution to name this Don Young after speaking with the governor. But then a former mayor of Rota actually came up to me and said, no, let's name him after Governor Juan Babauta. So I helped. I put back the resolution that was done. And I think it's the right decision.
Through his career, Juan Babauta has established groundbreaking developments for the CNMI.
When I came back from graduate school, I started working. I did the planning for a hospital, and then it led up to the construction, and I was involved with education. We established the Northern Marianas College, got it accredited for the first time. I was a chairman of the Board of Regents, the Board of Education, and so these two areas have always been an important area of subject for me, education and health. So these are the things I did for PSS and the Northern Marianas College and for the Commonwealth Health Center were in combination were a lot of the things that made me proud of what I've done over the years.
A recognition that's close to home and a road that stems from and represents connections.
I'll take a road naming after me. You know, we have the Babauta family of a huge property down here, not too far from here. And so this area is very familiar to me. And so, you know, it feels good.
Coming up in sports, Rota Bucks jump on outrigger canoes for the first time. Stay tuned.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
A new international brand is coming soon, but why wait? Escape to paradise today at Mariana's Beach Resort on Saipan. For just $99 for two, enjoy an ocean view room with stunning views of the crystal clear waters. Relax by the swimming pools, dip your toes in the sand, and unwind with exclusive offers on breakfast and happy hour. Whether you're here for romance or relaxation, Mariana's Beach Resort is the perfect getaway. Special rates are for NMI and Guam residents. Some restrictions apply, but not many. Call 670-234-1234 and book your escape today.
Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Dreams since like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights, I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got his eyes, they keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth, where's your worth?
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone, I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm the headline, the deadline. Big time. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. Big time. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. Big time.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Expansion of the PSS athletics program to the Outer Islands is underway. During the Malfatul celebration last weekend, 12 students from Rhoda joined in on the fun race activities. PSS Athletic Program Sports Coordinator Leah Rangamar says Va'a is deeply rooted in our culture in the Marianas.
I think Va'a is great. This is the only sport that we have in the water. And there's a cultural aspect that we have, like we have the Malfatul that we hold within the season. So I think this is a great program and opportunity for our kids to get in the water and also explore the cultural side of it.
As the Sinamay Public School System expands their athletics program to the Outer Islands, PE and health teacher for senior high and middle school core instructor Edwin Orilla brings in the team from Rhoda.
Right now, paddling in Rhoda is non-existent. As a way to kind of reach out to Rhoda and try and bring Va'a down to Rhoda, they kind of reached out and they wanted us to bring some students and try and get them used to it, what Va'a is all about, the purpose of competition, and getting our youth exposed.
Rhoda paddlers learn basic form and techniques from coaches in Saipan. Then, jump on the canoes with local paddlers from different schools for a fun race. Ninth grader Aaron Cortez is paddling for the first time and says he's grateful for the opportunity.
I'm excited because I actually got the chance to come here paddle.
Nice.
Paddling's fun.
So far, this is what he finds challenging about the sport.
It's kind of tiring after a while. So I wasted my energy paddling.
Overall, the first-time experience of Va'a paddling for the students of Rhoda was a positive one.
Oh, it's great. The kids loved it. They're loving it. They love getting wet. The only thing is they're complaining about soreness, but they'll get used to it. I would like to thank the Federation, PSS, Public School System, for allowing us to come and participate in this event. And Sujus Moksi, thank you.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with isolated showers. Chance of showers are 20%. Breezy with east winds 15 to 25 miles per hour, lows around 77. Tuesday will be partly sunny with isolated showers. Chance of showers are 20%. Breezy with east winds 15 to 25 miles per hour, highs around 86. Tonight, high tide at 10:35 p.m. Tuesday morning, low tide at 4:35 a.m. followed by high tide at 10:21 a.m. The sun is set at 6:25 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow at 6:32 a.m. That's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, Sinamai.